single phase half bridge inverter. Now the power circuit diagram of single phase half wave bridge rectifier is shown in this figure. Now the SCR firing circuit and the commutating circuit, that means to turn off the thyristor, is not shown for the simplicity. So in this type of rectifier, it's require two SCR, SCR T1 and SCR T2, and it also requires two diodes, diode D1 and D2, and it's required 3-wire DC input source. Here you can see there are 3 wires of the DC input source. Now let me see the working principle. Now when the SCR T1 is turned on by applying the proper gate pulse, what will happen? And it is turned on for the 0 to T by times. Here you can see SCR1 is triggered for 2 by T, that means 180 degree. It will turn on for 120 degree. So the load received, this particular load received 2 VDC by 2 voltage from the upper DC voltage source. This upper DC voltage source VDC by 2 is available across this load. So during this period, SCR T1 is conduct and current flows through the loads. Here you can see the current flow from the load from right to left. Now next, during the SCR S1 is conducted, the current flows in the load circuit. Now similarly, after some time, or after 180 degree, or after T2 time, SCR T1 is turned off and SCR T2 is turned on for the another time period T by is on at T by 2 time. So the load receives the voltage source from the lower part of voltage source during the time period T by 2 to T. So here you can see the second SCR is turned off at after 180 degree and it will conduct for 180 to 360 degree. So during this period you can see the current passing through this load in reverse condition. That means the current flows during this negative cycle from left to right. So this is the waveform. So the frequency of output voltage is equal to F is equal to 1 upon T. So it is controlled by the time period T. So if we change the time period, it will change the output voltage of the inverter. Now disadvantage. So the main disadvantage of this type of rectifier, it's require 3-wire DC supply. Now next, single phase full wave bridge rectifier. Now the SCR triggering circuit and commutating circuit is not shown for the simplicity. Now here, whatever problem in single phase half wave bridge rectifier, that means it requires 3-wire DC supply. It can be eliminated by using this single phase full bridge inverter. So here in this circuit there are 2 DC wire source is required. It also 4 freewheeling diode D1, D2, D3 and D4 are used, and it consists of mainly 4 SCR, SCR T1, SCR T2, SCR T3 and SCR T4. That means this circuit consists of 2 DC wire source, 4 freewheeling diodes and 4 SCR in the circuit. Now let me see when the SCR T1 and T2 are turned on at same time. That means simultaneously. So here I can draw again the circuits when the both T1 and T2 SCR turn on. So due to this, the load voltage across this load becomes plus VDC. So your input voltage is appear across this load. Now therefore the load current flow through the path from plus VDC to thyristor T1 or SCR T1, then load, then SCR T2, then negative VDC. So this is the path of current passing through this circuit. Now here we can say that the load current and the load voltage both are positive, becomes positive during this period. So therefore the power flows from source to load. That means the power source gives, the source is given power to the load. Now in next condition, if the T1 and T2 are turned off, so if the load inductor is used as a load, that means there is some energy stored during the first mode. That means when SCR1 and SCR2 are turned off. So if when the SCR T1 and T2 are off, the polarity of the voltage across the load is changes due to the inductor. Here you can see. So it is changes. So due to this, the diode D3 and D4 are conducted, and load current flows through the path from diode D3 to plus VDC to minus VDC, then D4. So here, you can see the power flows from the load to source. That means some power flows from the load to source. That means load gives some power to this supply source. Now, after some time, when SCR3 and SCR3 and the SCR4, here you can see SCR3 and SCR4 are turned on. What happens? At the same time, the load voltage across this load becomes minus VDC. Here you can see that is a minus VDC. Therefore, the load current flows from the path plus VDC to SCR T3, then load, then SCR T4, and the negative VDC. So here you can see the load current and load voltage both are in negative direction during this period. That means load current and load voltage becomes negative during this period. Therefore, the power flows from supply to load. That is your third mode. Now, in fourth mode, if the SCR T3 and T4 are turned off, the polarity of voltage across this load changes due to the inductive load. So the diode, due to this, the diode D1 and D2 are conduct, and load current flows through path D1 to plus VDC to minus VDC to D2. Here the power flows from the load to source. Here you can see the waveform. This is the waveform gate pulse for the IG1 and IG2. Here this is the waveform of gate pulse of IG3 and IG4, and here that is your load voltage. Now the output power of the single phase bridge inverter is double than the single phase half wave bridge inverter. Now the frequency of output voltage is equal to the F is equal to 1 upon T. So it is controlled by the time period T. So if we change the time period T, it will change the frequency, and it is also change the value of the output voltage.